Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 24 of our Cyber Resilience 2025 series, Securing the Supply Chain, Third-Party Risk in a Connected World. Over the past few weeks, we've explored AI-driven defenses, governance maturity, and the future of cyber insurance. This week, we zoom in on a topic that often flies under the radar yet poses significant systemic risk: third-party and supply chain cybersecurity. Recent events, from the MOVEit breach to ongoing concerns about open source dependency, have made one thing apparently clear: your security is only as strong as the weakest link in your digital supply chain. So let's dive into what this means for public and private organizations alike. Why is third-party risk a boardroom issue, you might ask? Because cyber risk is not confined to your internal systems anymore. As soon as you work with outside vendors, whether it's for cloud services, payroll processing, or logistics, you expand your attack surface exponentially. Recent supply chain attacks like SolarWinds and CSTGIA have shown how sophisticated threat actors can infiltrate major companies via trusted third parties. These breaches don't just disrupt operations, they lead to reputational damage, regulatory scrutiny, and even high-level executive turnover. So boards of directors and C-suites are now being held accountable. That's why third-party risk management is increasingly seen as a high-level governance priority, not just a technical function any longer. We want to make sure that partners and our customers and us internally all meet security expectations, and that is now becoming a deep fiduciary duty. So mapping our supply chain risk, the new realities around that. Modern supply chains are global, layered, and complex. It's no longer enough to assess your top 10 vendors. You need visibility into third, fourth, and fifth party providers, especially with those that have access to your systems or even more, your sensitive data. Tools powered by AI and machine learning can now help you map and rank vendor risks in real time. You can assess which regions or industries carry the greatest geopolitical risk, which vendors depend on outdated tech, and how quickly your partners patch known vulnerabilities. The takeaway for you and your business: higher visibility and deeper context, which are critical for you to ensure operational resilience. So cyber resilience starts with knowing who's in your ecosystem and how they could intentionally or inadvertently expose you and your organization to greater risk. Next, we look at building a secure supply chain. Because resilient organizations don't just audit vendors once a year, they build long-term partnerships around shared security values. That means embedding cybersecurity expectations into procurement processes, adding security clauses to vendor contracts, requiring compliance with frameworks like NIST, ISO 27001, FedRAMP, etc., sharing threat intelligence with critical partners, providing joint training and incident simulations. Because when you treat third-party risk management as an ongoing collaborative practice, not just a checkbox, you improve security for everyone across your supply chain. Our technology enablers, primarily AI, automation, and SBOMs, are a force multiplier for secure supply chain management. AI, because it can proactively identify anomalous behavior in our and our partner systems, because automation tools can accelerate vendor assessments, SOC audits, and compliance tracking, and because SBOMs, software bills of materials, are essential to understanding what code lives inside your vendor software and ultimately what vulnerabilities may be introduced because of it. Emerging tools like blockchain and zero trust architecture can verify and control access in distributed supply chains. So staying ahead means investing in the right tools, telemetry, and tactics to monitor your now and newly and greater extended enterprise. So this week's challenge for you is to do a chain reaction simulation. Here's how it could work. Identify a critical vendor in your organization's supply chain. Simulate a breach or major outage at that vendor. Walk through your organization's internal response plan. Who gets notified? How is the risk communicated across teams? What's the impact on customers and or compliance? Use this simulation to identify gaps in continuity, contracts, and escalation paths. Update your incident response playbooks based on what you learn, because resilience is about preparing before the breach happens, not scrambling afterwards. In closing, securing your supply chain isn't about perfection. It's about awareness, accountability, and most of all, agility. In our interconnected world, trust is a risk, but it can also be a competitive advantage when managed well. Stay ahead, stay resilient, and join us next week as we unpack cyber workforce transformation and the next wave of security skills shaping the future. Again, this is Dr. Rhonda, bringing you week 24 of our Cyber Resilience 2025 series, Securing the Supply Chain. Third-party risk in a connected world. Love what you heard or want more information? Reach out to us at founder@CSTGIA.org or check out our website at www.CSTGIA.org.